Hello, everybody, and welcome to Easy Like Sunday Morning. Well, I hope you had an easy Sunday morning. Mine was a little busy, but we're going to have an easy like Sunday evening. And I just started this and it was 12:12. So that was interesting. There's a lot of synchronicities happening out there, and I'm going to get right into it because I'm so excited at what happened today. Now, I watched this gentleman named Bull Pony, and he is like a timekeeper of the Bible. And I watch him because he's very interesting, and he's had like predictions, and they have come true. I always like to watch some of the prophets, and he talks about Kent Christmas, and he talks about Kim Clement. I've watched Kim Clement, not Kent Christmas. And then he also talks about a gentleman by the name of Bob Jones from the 80s. And he said, I watched it about 3 or 4 days ago, and he talked about the Super Bowl. And me and my husband do not watch football or the Super Bowl or sports. We really know nothing about it. And this prophet in the 80s said that when the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl, it will usher in the greatest revival in human history, because he said it would be the third time. The Kansas City Chiefs won in 1920, and then they won in, I think he said, 1980. Was it 80? 70, I think. I don't know. It was 50 years, I think. So I think it was, yeah. And then if they win Sunday night, it would be the third time they won the Super Bowl, and that would be the Trinity. And that, he said, this prophet said, that is when the greatest revival in human history. And I think he said the 1 million soul march would happen. So it was really exciting. And I went over to some friends. They were watching the Super Bowl, and I'm like, well, who's winning? Is the Kansas City Chiefs winning or what? Because it had just started. It hadn't been on that long. And she says, no, they're playing horrible. They were for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they said, oh, they're playing horrible. And I don't know, they're doing really bad and they're behind. And then they scored. And I said, well, is that good? She goes, yeah, they'll come back. I said, they're going to win. So me and my husband, we were doing things all night. And I said, oh, I wonder if the Super Bowl's over. I wonder who won. And they won. And what was interesting is they won by 3, Trinity. And this was the third time they won the Super Bowl, Trinity. And I did the numerology for today's date, which was 2/11/2024, which would be a 21, which would be a 3, Trinity. I don't think there's coincidences. And then my husband says to me, he says, I need to help you pull cards tonight, because I told you he was channeling the other night. He doesn't realize it, but he is. And I said, okay. So I give him cards and I take cards, and he channels messages, and he gets the cards. So he wanted to pull some cards tonight, and he does the same thing I do. He shuffles them, he knocks on them 3 times, and he lets them fly out. And usually they're face up and they want to be seen. So we had an interesting cards that came out tonight, and we have a very interesting timeline going on here. And I tried to take so many notes to tell you guys. He See, after he said that it was that Bob Jones, the thing, he said that they would have to hit 3 times after the Trinity, when the glory is on the earth, signs, miracles, and wonders, forgiven, and heal the land. And me and my husband really feel that if Source is going to heal the land, he will heal us. And like I've said before, I have seen in my dreams where we have no blood-sucking insects. We have no toxic insects. Insects. Think about it. Why would our creator put us on the Garden of Eden and put ticks and fleas and things that would harm us? What purpose do they serve the ecosystem? So we got to kind of think, because those were man-made. We got to kind of think, okay, we have this bug or we have this thing on this earth, and it does no good for us. It just harms us. It doesn't do anything for the ecosystem, Mother Earth, or nothing. So why is it here? That would be man-made. I would vote on that because we know there is a lot of man-made stuff on this earth. So I'm glad we talked about that. I have so much to talk about. Bull Pony is Polny is the one that I've been listening to. And I think it's Gold 2020 on YouTube. And let me tell you, some of these prophets that are coming out are dead on. They're dead on with what we're getting in the cards. I had the Daniel dream. I had a dream. This was probably almost 2 years ago. Most of my dreams were when all this started. I started really, I mean, I've always dreamt, I've always had dreams that came true, but I really started dreaming some crazy stuff when this started. Men in black and hospitals drowning people and the Navy and the Air Force. And I just started seeing so much stuff. And I kind of knew what was going down, but when I see it in a dream, it's like a metaphor. So I gotta like put the pieces together while I'm looking at it to try to figure out what it's trying to tell me. So that's what I've been doing since all of this started about 2000. Well, I've been deep diving since 2011, 2012 I started. But deep diving in this, I've been doing it since about 2017. So it's been very eye-opening. But we're going to get into this reading because we have a lot. Now, I want everybody to think of this reading as just some good intuition, okay? Some good channeling messages for the collective. Because I think I agree with him. He said March mayhem and April is going to be out of control. And I completely agree. So we don't even know there's going to be all kinds of false flags and all kinds of stuff going on. So I would not be surprised if things are just going to go crazy fast. Hang on, buckle up. Here we go. Okay, now the ones we got right now I'm pulling the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And oh, before I get into the cards, I want to now I've asked everybody to come in and hit the like button and use your inner child and let's play a manifestation game to see how long it takes and to practice our manifestation. I'm getting a few likes. It's great. We've got a few people using their inner child, but it kind of bums me out that not as many people can use their inner child. It's like, I just wanted everybody to show me how many people are actually using their inner child by hitting the like button. We're calling the magic wish manifestation button. So when you hit it, make your wish, make your manifestation, and start manifesting it and see how long it would take you. I said start with something small. Hey, if you're going to go to Fiji and have a drink on an island, make sure you manifest all of us together and we'll go there together. But really, just manifest like, I'd like to hear from an old friend. They're going to call me, or I need $20 for gas by next Friday. I'm going to be broke and I need gas, or I would really like a pastrami sandwich on rye, and see what happens. See if somebody brings you a pastrami sandwich on rye, or it's right in front of you and there it is. And somebody calls you out of the blue, or just play with it. Let's play. So hit the likey button, the magic wish manifestation button, make your wish and start manifesting. Come back in the comments and let me know. I read all the comments, and let us know how long it took you, how hard it was, and what you manifested. If you don't want to tell us what you manifested, private, no problem, but just tell us how long it took you and if you were successful, because that's the fun of it. I'm telling you, if you guys can't play with the likey button, you guys need to manifest your inner child out there a little bit. We need to have some fun. Let's have fun, because we're gonna have a jubilee, the 50-year jubilee, and that's why they said it's not happening yet, because we are on the wrong calendar, the wrong date. You're looking. Kim Clement said that in 2010. He was on the stage and he said, you were looking at the wrong date. You were looking at the wrong time. There's two clocks. There's two calendars. And the one is going to be smashed. And he said that. So yeah, that was predicted back in 2010, that there was two clocks and two calendars. And that we were looking at the wrong time. There is the deceiver out there. They will deceive us any way they can. And what would be better is to deceive us with the calendar and time. We're celebrating things that aren't even there to celebrate. It's like trickery. It's like the trickster card. So we have to really pay attention to things right now. And you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that I am noticing things more. I guess we have to look at it this way. If people think that Brandon is running our country, okay, then they're not paying attention, because that doesn't look like Brandon did 10 years, I mean, 5 years ago, 8 years ago. That looks nothing like the original guy. The original guy had a real square jawline. Even though you're old, you don't lose your features like that. My mother and father still look the same, but they're 90 and 83. So uh I don't know how people can think that's him. But I've noticed that I'm paying more attention to things, and I'm noticing things that I never noticed before. This is my favorite deck. Okay. And I've looked at these cards, and I really look at the pictures of these cards. And I'm wondering, I'm going to have to get a hold of another lady that reads these decks and see if she noticed. The one card that we had, I think it was last night, I never noticed the eagle face over her eye. It was like those things where you have to stare at it to find the pictures in the thing. And then the other day, when I was looking at the death and birth card with the golden egg and the black skulls and the snake around the golden egg. And I keep saying that's our golden egg. Well, I'm looking at the golden egg, and I'm really looking at it. And I didn't even notice the baby inside. There's an actual baby. I mean, you could see the little toes, it's all curled up, and you could see the face. And I never noticed that. I mean, I knew it was the death and rebirth card, but I just figured it was the egg and the rebirth. And it was so shiny gold that it was like almost, kind of like a little illusion in there. And I thought that was pretty wow. I'm like, wow, I didn't notice that either. And I'm looking at the card going, wow. And you have to really hold it just the right way to see it. I'm thinking that the veil is starting to lift on us that are working on ourselves, and we're starting to see things much clearer. So pay attention to that too. I just wanted to point that out because I have been noticing that. Now, we got some really interesting cards with this. We got the Six of Earth. And this is a really cool card. My husband says it looks scary and kind of evil, but he's not. He's just one of those like woodland creature type things in the forest that, he's working, and he's got that they used to put those things across their neck, and then they had chains on them around their wrists, and they'd make them work. This is family, community, providence, protection, dependability, responsibility, duty, service, self-sacrifice. This is responsibility and duty to family. There's something that Putin said the other night in that interview, and I haven't got to watch the whole thing. I have been so busy, okay? But I always watch stuff just to hear little details that I never paid attention to before. There was one detail that Putin said. He said the Western world, which would be us, he says, doesn't honor the mother and children and family anymore. He said family is not honored, and we honor our families. That is a big thing, because if you look back in the olden days, and let's go back, let's take a trip back in time, okay? We seen Leave It to Beaver and Andy Griffith and I Love Lucy and all these old movies that kind of depicted how it was. Well, how was it? The wife stayed at home to take care of the children, and the children would come home after school, and the wife would be home to take care of the children. And the father would go out, and he made good money. Think about it. Back then, they Leave It to Beaver, if it was the stereotype family, they had a nice home. They did things. They had money. They had fun. They laughed. They communicated. They weren't on a cell phone ignoring the world, and they were communicating together. They were a family. We don't have that at all anymore. Our world is so divided. The family is not even in touch with each other anymore. And that is a really sad thing, because that is a damage. We have to do damage control on this, because they're taking children from families, from good families. Bad families are not treating their children right. Other people are not stepping in. We really need to quit judging, but protect. And this is what he's doing. Lead by example, a time of sharing, learn about nature, give love, care, and support. Important matters need attention, protect the animals, forests, and oceans, help for the right reason. I seen that in a dream too. We will have a suit that we can breathe in, but it won't be like a dive. This is what I seen in a dream, and it won't be like a diving suit that we have now. It'll be like a blue suit that you put on, and it will let you breathe underwater, and it will protect you from anything bad. I think I've told this story before, but they said you can do anything you want. You can dive. The sharks won't bother you. No fish will be able to harm you with this suit. You're protected. You can breathe. You can take pictures. You can enjoy yourself, but don't take anything. Don't take any seashells, because that's their home. So we don't want to disrupt the ecosystem like we've been doing forever. That is what is killing this world. We all go, the manatees are coming back, 1,100 of them in Blue Springs and all around now, but they were down to like a couple hundred, because we all decided we wanted to put, we'll say cancer causing, lotion and suntan stuffy that's not good for us all over our body, and then jump in and wander around with the sea cows, the manatee. And guess what that did to them? It harmed them, because those were chemicals on your skin when you went in that water around those animals. This is where we need to get to. This is where we need to be. And this is going to be our new world. We're not going to have the pollution we have. We're not going to have the senseless, ridiculous stupidity that we have. And that's really what it is. It's ignorance and stupidity. And we've all had it. We've all done it. And that's where we've got to get out of, because he is showing you He works hard. He's got his lunch, he's got his work thing and his chains on to hold it on. But guess what? He's got the key in the lock. He can unlock it at any time. He can reach that. The chains aren't binding him that bad. So he's ready to work for his family and his children. And the Six of Earth reminds us of our responsibility and duty to our family, especially the younger members. It asks us to be selfless and in service to those who are in need or dependent on us for love, care, and support. If you have children, it is your responsibility to provide them with a home that is safe and free from potential harm. It is your duty to provide for their physical and emotional needs, love and shelter them. As a parent, it is your responsibility to set a good example, to be a role model to those around you. Educate them, teach them to be truthful, respectful, and do unto others as they would have others do unto them. Teach them about life outside the home, of nature, of the world they dwell on, and their role as custodians and caretakers of this blue-green planet. Teach by word and deed, lead by example. If you have no children, the Six of Earth comes to remind you that it is your responsibility to both humanity and Gaia to become the best person you can be. Help where and when you can in your local community. Teach and share your knowledge whenever possible. Lead by example and be responsible for your words and deeds within the border community. Look out into the world and understand that we share this planet and its resources, and each of us needs to do what we can to protect the animals, forests, and oceans. All of us have a duty of care to both family and the environment. While the Six of Earth represents responsibility and duty of care overall, it can also signify that there is a matter that needs to be taken care of in the present. If this is the case, do not forget, do not delay. I really like that because I can see where this reading is going. I told my husband when I seen these cards that came out and I was putting them in the books, I told him, I said, man, it is going to be a good reading considering we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs win tonight for the third time, which is the Trinity. And now it's going to get good in the world. It's like it's going to be, it's going to get really good. So with that, and I said to my husband, I said, you will not believe what came out with family and responsibility and what we've been teaching ourselves and learning. And we got this the other day also. A number 17, the star. This is hope. You have worked through heartache and conflict, understood the lessons of these difficult experiences, and are now beginning to feel hope again. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more the star guides you toward happier times. The card therefore reveals personal growth through healing past issues. You can be free from old patterns of relating and feeling more whole and fulfilled in the future. The star is also a card of creativity and offers great reassurance that you're on the right path. So if you have been conflicted, suffering, or doubting your abilities, the star is your reading in your reading is a sure sign that everything will be fine. Follow your heart and respect your inner knowing. Trust that the universe will bring you whatever you need. An ethereal mermaid reaches for a shining star in the horizon of the ocean, a symbol of hope, healing, and renewal. The mermaid's scales are purple, which symbolizes intuition. The seaweed and water represent old emotions and the past, and their green color signifies healing and heart chakra. The pentagram beside her signifies spiritual protection. This is an amazing card. That was a beautiful message. Now, we also got a card we got like a day or two ago, and I thought this was interesting. We got the 12 of fire, the hero, and that's a 3. That's Trinity. Um, we know what 17 is. That's we cue the card on that one. We talked about this hero card. This is someone we all admire for the noble qualities, their courage and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. Um, this is someone that is very powerful. They talk about kings. It's these we don't need a king or queen anymore. We don't need that. So really no human is a king or queen. And maybe Gaia is a queen and Source is a king, but no human on earth should be a king or queen. I've had people political, yeah, certain people we like Mr. T, I don't think he's a king. Someone said he's not a king. No, I never said he was a king. Maybe the card said a king or a respectable person of nobility or an honest person. But just because it sounded like Mr. T and it said king, that doesn't mean I think he should be a king. He's not a king. So he could be a hero. You could be a hero. I could be a hero. Any of us can be a hero. Who wants to be a hero? I do. I'd love to be a hero. I think I've been a hero quite a few times in my life. I'd hope. When the hero card appears, represents a need to perform good deeds in order to increase one's self-esteem or worth in the eyes of others. He can be described as a wounded hero, one who needs to be told that he is good by others. We have to be careful with when the hero card appears. It begins to ask us to embrace the code, to act selflessly for the greater good. It is time to be the best person you can be, to resist pettiness and behavior that makes you less than you could be. We cannot all perform heroic feats, nor are we all meant to. However, we can choose to hold ourselves to a higher standard and treat all those we meet with dignity and kindness and compassion. Um, I think that is an amazing card for us for tonight and for the other day, because we all need to be a hero. Every single one of us. We're learning, we're in earth school, we're in mystery school. We need the humanity back in this world. We need the families back in this world. And we are the only ones that can make that happen. If we don't all come together in unison, they will continue to divide and conquer us. So we need to step out and put our capes on and become heroes. I'm all for it. That'd be cool. Can we get our own hero names? That'd be cool too. Okay, now let's see. The clarifier for that is the Six of Wands. It's success. This is your time to shine, so don't hold back. You deserve every success. I've been telling us for months now that it's our time to shine. It's so hot down here. I had to turn the air on. My husband's always chilly and it's 80, and I'm dying in here. I've been like, getting my book and okay, but I'm glad because we've had a lot of cold weather. Now, we got the 13, the union, and what does that look like? I mean, seriously, she's got the butterfly at the root chakra coming out. She's got the wolf for protection. The wolf over here, the eagle, the perception of the eagle, the butterfly out of the cocoon in the root chakra. She's got every chakra, or he, either or, he or she, every chakra lit up. Fingers, there is so much energy coming out of this person. It looks like looks like ancestors up here. And you notice how everything's green and gold. Green, this is the old, this is the new. You got Source's eye wide open and the golden wings. Let me make sure there's no nothing in here I'm missing, because some of these cards are, you know what I'm not sure of is why these eyes, some of these eyes above are weeping. They're watering. But there is a light of source right here. So I'm gonna have to kind of think about this, see if anything comes, because I hear kind of weeping, like releasing something. I don't know. I keep hearing releasing. Union, wholeness, marriage, unity, connection, integration, harmony, alignment, peace. We are going to go, I have revival in my dream journal like about a year ago, a year and a half. A lot of the dreams that I was having is when we were dead in all this stuff. Like, I went through the dark night of the soul in 2019. My husband left for Pennsylvania in May, I think, and he didn't get back till August. So from May of 2019 through August, I walked through the dark night of the soul. I mean, I was by myself the whole time. Me and my dogs, me and my two dogs. And I went through everything then. And then 2020, as I was going through all that, I was starting to get more and more dreams, more and more vivid dreams about what was going on around me. So I was already starting to channel things that were happening around us as a collective, but it was like I'd have to put it together. It was like I seen part of a movie and then I'd have to figure it out. But I did see the unity and wholeness and us all coming together, because I have this diagram when all four corners of the world come together. The tree of life was in the middle. So I seen us blossom and unite, and the union. I seen that. The union card symbolizes unity and wholeness. Fear and need, cornerstone of dependency. At the center is the void. Do not dominate or submiss. Complete self-acceptance. All is connected. Harmony arises when we are in alignment. You have unlimited potential, a path that marries science and spirituality. Duality creates separation. The marriage of body, mind, and soul. It represents our relationship with oneself and our relationship with the world around us. It represents the harmony that arises when we are in alignment within and with both the seen and unseen world around us. To achieve this centered state is our fifth reason for being. Who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Self-inquiry puts our feet upon the path to wholeness. It is part of our life quest, and only in asking questions and seeking answers do we become whole. It is a journey that manifests in self-discovery. We come into the world innocent and pure, while in the womb our soul is still as one with the source of all, the void, the cosmic womb from which all came to be and all will return. Our soul remembers that connection. The soul remembers its unlimited potential. It remembers that it is whole and divine. This knowledge and all that we experience before taking our first breath in this life resides within our unconscious mind. Whether it could motivate and guide us, if it were not for the fact that from birth we experience a life that is conflicting in every way. As we grow to adulthood, we are taught to define, limit, repress, suppress, and deny. While we can be surrounded by people who support us and tell us that we are capable of anything we set our minds to achieving, we may still limit and restrict our potential by embracing labels and definitions. Furthermore, we are born into a race that divides and separates into tribes. The tribes maintain that they want peace, but thrive and profit more from conflict and war. Two of the largest tribes are science and religion. Many of the people of each tribe hold those of the other in contempt. You've heard the argument science is founded in fact and reality, religion and its more open and expansive form, spirituality, are founded in myth and on faith, emotion, and imagination. However, if you scratch the surface and look a little closer, both are founded in theory. Both require trust and conviction. Both are loved and defended with the same level of conviction. Both could coexist in harmony. Too many of those who follow a scientific path, a belief in God, is a sign of mental illness and dysfunction. Too many of those who follow a religious path, non-believers, follow a path that leads to damnation and eternal suffering. Who is right and who is wrong? The answer is that both tribes are but aspects of a greater whole. Only in embracing both science and spirituality do we find the answers to the large questions. Spirituality and science are not mutually exclusive. Spirituality founded in science and science that embraces spirituality and the divine offer far greater opportunities to explore and understand the universe and all that dwells within than either standing on its own. Each can and does enhance and expand our perception of the other. The union card represents the bringing together of many aspects of our world that we have been taught to separate from the whole. All is connected, as above, so below. The universe in which we dwell is multifaceted and whole. The earth upon which we dwell is multifaceted and whole. All that dwells beside us upon this blue-green earth is multifaceted and whole. We, humanity, are multifaceted and whole, and we have a symbiotic relationship with that whole. As the dominant species on the planet, the very health of the whole planet is dependent on our own health and unity as a species, and so we must reconnect and integrate and become one with all once more. The union card symbolizes the marriage of body, mind, and soul, and the recognition and acceptance of our divinity and connection. We are physical beings who are meant to live a life that includes and embraces both the physical and the spiritual. We are unique and individual beings, but also part of a greater whole. We are beautiful, that love is all, and that at the center, when all is in harmony and alignment, there is only love. But while love is important, at the center, there is only the peace and stillness of the void. It is in unifying all and experiencing the peace that is born in the moment that we remember what it was like to first dwell in the void and to dwell in the womb. In that place of pure stillness and silence, all is created. I love that message. That was great. Now, we also got with that one, we got the 10 of Pentacles, luck. We got this the other day too. Hard graft may not be exciting, but the results will bring you great fulfillment. Order, planning, trust, work, property, investment, and progress. The knight is not dashing. He's slow and steady, planning his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he is a loyal and trustworthy. So any offer he makes can be taken seriously. He often appears in readings to show business, investment, and projects that have good for future potential. In property, he is associated with choosing the perfect home. This is the right time to make a serious decision about your long-term future. Yeah, we've been getting the luck card. Coffee and cards. Oh my goodness. Now we got the Seven of Earth. You know, everything has been chakra. Everything has been about self. The Seven of Earth, meditation, grounding, connection, cycles. change, interaction, purification, stress. Get out into nature. Let Gaia heal you. Connection between self and the world. All is connected and has influences. Address the stress, meditate, and still your mind. Put down the tech toys. Time to physically interact and connect. Yeah, it's getting nice out again in Florida, and hopefully the pollen clears up so we're all not itching our face and our eyes aren't watering. Um, but I'm ready to start laying out in the sun again and start getting some tan. I actually look pretty white right now for Florida because it's been cloudy every day. They've been spraying like maniacs. I don't know what they're trying to keep little secrets up there, but you can't see. Once it starts clearing a little bit, the planes are back out and it's gray and cloud cover. The Seven of Earth symbolizes a need to both nurture and maintain a connection between spirit, self, and the world around you. Ground, integrate, and connect. To feel and embrace this connection does not require any belief in the divine, but a simple awareness that all is connected on an energetic level. At this time, look out in the world to see, feel, and understand the cycles of life and nature and how they affect and influence you. Over time, life and day-to-day demands may begin to wear away at us, making us irritable and reactive, less adaptable and flexible, more fearful of the changes going on within us and around us. All of those things can make us feel alone and disconnected. Seven verse symbolizes the importance of connection and being part of the natural world, but also the need to address areas of potential stress in your life before they become a problem. It is time to meditate and still your mind. Make a habit of taking time to sit and meditate in nature and allow all the stress to flow out of you and into the earth. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to relax and become one with Gaia and Great Spirit. Reconnect. You do not have to believe. Just allow yourself to be still, at peace, and free of impurities and worries that cloud your senses and good judgment. You know, it's interesting how I was telling you about that dream I had about the four corners of the earth and the tree of life in the middle. And he was kind of talking about the same thing. And I mean, look, everything is lit up. Plus, he's got the wings that are fire. Plus, the throat chakra is even lit up. And the purple over the thing. And it's also, they said intuition, but I know that's also royalty. And they got green apples, they got red apples, and then there is no apples, but it's golden. And then you've got the green snake. But did you notice where he's holding around? He's got his head on the heart chakra. The throat chakra is wide open. And then you got the sacral. Yeah, that's a very interesting card. Because we also got this card. After the hero and success and luck. So now let's see the clarifier for that one. Huh. Okay, that was the Nine of Cups, a wish. You're perfectly placed to manifest what you dream of, so make your wish. Happiness, support, love, entertaining, harmony at home, a relationship, and abundance. We've been getting abundance all the time. Now, the last card we got, I thought was very interesting. Once we read the one card that was talking about body, mind, and spirit, we got a number 11, and we got body and mind, 11 of air. Be open-minded and questioning. You are only limited by your mind. Be discerning. How is your mind affecting your body? How is your body affecting your mind? Facts are certainties. Opinions are not facts. We can only change ourselves. I keep saying that, we have to start worrying about ourselves. We need to quit judging people. We really need to work on that. I mean, that is a really hard thing because we always point out somebody else's fault. And I've been guilty too. You're sitting in your vehicle and you see somebody and they just look like one of them Walmart people and you just want to point stuff out. Why? Why would we do that? Why? I'm not doing them. I'm trying desperately. I don't even mention what I just seen usually. Um, what is reality and what is imagination? What is fact and what is fiction? Can that which dwell within the mind have an effect on the body? And can the physical body affect the state of mind? The 11 of air symbolizes the need to keep a healthy understanding of the relationship between mind and body and the power each can have over the other. It symbolizes being able to differentiate between fact and opinions and to make room for the imagination within our realities while still embracing a little bit of reality within our imaginations. This may be a challenging card for some because the eyes can only see what the mind is willing to conceive. So the more rigid the mind, the more difficult it is to accept how much influence and power a mind and body has over each other. If the mind is willing to or limited, then understanding is difficult, and acceptance in some circumstances may be impossible. We all know someone who, no matter how many times they are offered facts, not opinions or theories, still cannot believe unless they witness it with their own eyes or experience it personally. And even then, they still might not believe you. They are complete skeptics. Then there are the others who are open to everything and question nothing. They would believe you if you were to tell them that you did not see a blue sky above, but instead saw a pink one. Yes, there are actually people who see and perceive colors differently, but this person is so open-minded that they would not consider that a lie is offered. They would not question and even consider that you might be lying to them. They are just so trusting and willing to believe in the good of others that they accept everything offered, whether it be true or deception. Their willingness to trust and follow blindly gets them into just as much strife as those who find it difficult to believe in anything beyond their own experience. The 11 of air appears to remind us that somewhere in the middle of the two is a better way to be. Strive to be open-minded and questioning. Sometimes a little skepticism and discernment can serve to protect you from making foolish mistakes and following blindly as you lead off a cliff. On the other hand, believing only in facts and the reality that you experience with your physical senses can close you off to reaching your fullest potential. You may limit yourself in what you can accomplish because achieving goals and living your dream requires a belief in something more than just the tangible. When the 11 of air appears in your cards, it also asks that you look at the impact your beliefs might have upon your body and the impact your lifestyle and diet might have on your mind. The mind can and does have amazing power over the body. Some Tibetan monks and Indian yogis have become so skilled at using meditation to manipulate their bodies that they can control blood pressure, body temperature, heart rate, and more. People with multiple personality disorders have been known to have personalities that have completely different health statuses. They can have one personality that physically needs glasses in order to see properly, and another that does not. There are some with personalities that exhibit a range of physical health issues, which high blood pressure and diabetes, but other personalities that have no health issues at all. And these differences may be witnessed, recorded, and studied by both medical practitioners and scientists alike. It is a fact that the mind can alter the body. How is your mind affecting your body? In the same way, the mind can alter the body can also alter the mind. Researchers now show that if the body is unhealthy, for example, there are issues within the gut, such as GERD, candidate, or irritable bowel syndrome, and Crohn's disease. The mind too can be affected. Imbalances within the gut can lead to depression, anxiety, irritability, hyperactivity, and inability to focus or concentrate, and memory lapse. Pain and inflammation can also have similar effects upon the mind, especially if they impact on the ability to sleep. How is your body affecting your mind? It is important to understand that what you believe in your mind can have an impact on your body, and what you do to your body can have an impact on your mind. Just like the Indian yogis and Tibetan monks, you have it within you to have so much more control than you might believe. And sometimes the biggest changes can be made just by learning to see a positive lesson within a negative experience, or telling yourself that you can and will instead of you can't and you should not. You can do almost anything you set your mind to and your body to do. The 11 of air also addresses the subject of fact and opinion and discerning between the two. We all have opinions, and those opinions may be valid if based on knowledge and personal experience. But opinion and fact are not the same thing. The fact is something that has been proven to be true, and the truth is based on certainty and consistency. It is a fact that night follows day. It is a fact that we live on a planet that is made up of oceans and land masses. It is a fact that rain falls from the sky. It is a fact that rainbows are created when light shines through water particles. A fact is something that cannot be disrupted. An opinion can be disputed. For example, it is an opinion that all dogs have fleas. A dog owner might have had many dogs, and all those may had fleas, but this does not make the statement that all dogs have fleas. So the 11 of air asks you to be wise to the different when offering information to others. Be sure that what you offer, in fact, be clear when you are offering opinions based on your personal experiences, because what you might be truth to be might not be truth to someone else. Yeah, just be careful with that. We have to really be careful with that. Now, the clarifier for the body and mind card, and that body and mind card is so cool. Check that out. This is him. So this is the whole mind. We got the Fool, new beginnings. Look before you leap, and if you like what you see, dive right in. The Fool is the tarot dreamer. He takes a spectacular dive from a cliff top into an enchanted ocean, not knowing what lies beyond. His youth and his dreams will lead him into deep waters of discovery. While this is the beginning of a great adventure, the merman's journey also involves a risk. Will he survive his ordeal? A small dolphin who knows these waters well acts as his guide. That's telling me that we should be someone's safe harbor in the storm. We need to be careful because right now we are in the calm of the storm. And we're getting ready to go into some rough waters. Now, that was the Oceanic Tarot that I did the clarifying with. And we also have the Practical Magic card. And this is a number 18, and we got her maybe a week or two ago. This is Set Boundaries, which would be a number 9, Lady of Avalon. And Lady of Avalon, she has a silver samurai sword type thing, and she's in front of a castle. Looks like she's got fairy wings, or it could be angel wings. Everything's mystical, but she's telling you having clear boundaries, guarding your time, and being able to say no is an honoring of yourself, and will protect you from burnout, resentment, and despair. You don't, hopefully, need to wield a sword to defend yourself, but it is vital that you put limits on your time and set boundaries on your personal space and energy. You know, that's funny. I said to my husband earlier, I said, you know what? Magical Monday is my day. So it's fend for yourself. We eat when you want to, and I'll feed the dogs, and I'm going to do my reading, and I'm going to relax and clean the place and do some things. I just can't get caught up. So I'm just going to take it easy, get some things done. I want to clean my porch off. There's a lot of things I want to do, but I want to take it easy when I do it. I'm always in a rush still. I'm still rushing sometimes, but your time is precious and your energy is finite, and you must respect yourself and your time before anyone else will. Developing boundaries and reinforcing them will create freedom for you with more energy, time, and self-respect, and will result in more enjoyment of what you do choose to do. Allowing others to take advantage of your precious time can lead to exhaustion and resentment, and saying yes when your heart is screaming no diminishes you. This doesn't mean you should refuse to ever do anything for anyone, or never respond when friends ask for help, or turn down every opportunity you're offered. You should absolutely say yes when you want to do something, but don't be a martyr. This card indicates that you need to put some boundaries in place to start saying no for the sake of your own health and well-being. And it's a reminder to never feel guilty for prioritizing your time, your family and your friends, your passion project, or whatever it is that is most important to you. To ensure you have enough time and energy for your own life and your own dreams, you must realize you need to please and your subconscious desires to sacrifice yourself in order to win approval and appreciation from others. Ironically, most people will actually like and respect you more if you do set boundaries. You won't win a prize for being the last one at work every night. The person who always says yes, the one staying up all night to complete the project, you just end up being the one everyone else dumps their extra tasks on while they go home and live their lives, and repeatedly sacrificing your time, your energy to comfort and reassure a friend who then swans off with someone else as soon as you've made them feel better will only leave you drained mentally and physically. Everyone deserves to have their time, talent, and efforts recognized. Learning to say no and vocalizing your boundaries is a step toward that. Once you start respecting yourself and the things that are important to you, and insisting that other people respect them too, they will. Your relationships will also improve as they'll be based in honesty and truth. The, the thing is, you're not doing the other person any favors if you agree to do something you don't want to do. They deserve to have someone doing it with them who really wants to be there, not someone who's resenting every moment. They'd prefer you to say no if that's how you feel. It's also important to understand that when you say yes to something you don't want to do, you're saying no to things you really do want to do. Dreams you want to pursue or precious time with loved ones. Saying no when you don't want to do something will make the yeses more joyous. Respect your time and insist that others do too. and you'll be free of the regret, bitterness, and simmering resentment that can dull your shine, and instead feel empowered and in control of your life. Yeah, you don't want to dull your shine. I keep saying we all need to shine. It's our time to shine, and we're gonna shine. We just gotta buff ourselves up a little bit. We gotta get our boundaries set. And I like that boundary card. Okay, now we have the Messenger Oracle. And I had to get something other than coffee because I am literally dying here. I just cranked on the air because it's got to be, it feels like 100 in here. My husband says I'm going through the change of life, but I don't think so. It's 80 in here and we're living in Florida. Okay, now these are really good. And these are the ones that came out for my husband. Now remember the Gaia thing because we had a lot of Gaia. And I really think that this is telling us that source, God, our creator, is going to heal our land. Because we got so many, we've been getting a lot of the Gaia cards, and we know that is Mother Earth. We know that that is what it is. This card, Honor Gaia, we got this a few days ago and it come out again for him. And like I said a few days ago, if you really look at this card, it's got the gold bird on the one side and the leaves in the tree are gold, but the leaves over here are green. So we've got Federal Reserve notes, maybe green, and then they're going to gold because everything he touches turns to gold, which is our creator. And then the tree, she has water flowing out her eyes, they're closed, and her mouth. She's got the white dove, which we all know is our signs our guardian angels are around when you see the white feather. And her third eye is wide open. So she is using her intuition. She's got two cobwebs on either side of her branches that look like horns on her head. And they're lit up. The cobwebs are lit up with source light, balancing this card out. And if you look, there are hands clasping together where the water is, and then there's a pathway going down. So this card is actually really cool. It also has a golden dragon down here where the gold bird is up there. And this cobweb has a gold light, but this cobweb has a white light on the green part. So everything is gold on this one side. And what I'm looking at too is the water that is coming out of her mouth is kind of golden. It's not as gold, but it's kind of golden. And she also has a crystal hanging over here. Honor Gaia, the earth upon which you dwell is more than just a rock covered in water, stone, and dirt. The earth beneath your feet, the mountains, the forests, the rivers, lakes, oceans, and the air that you breathe are all part of the magical living entity that is Gaia. She is our eternal mother, our provider, and our home. Gaia gives us life. Without her, we would not be. Honor Gaia by seeing the truth of what she is, honoring Gaia by loving her as you love yourself. That is how we are supposed to love the earth. We have forgotten that. We are all part of the earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We come out of the earth and now we're abusing the earth, so it's abusing us. So that's why we're sick and yucky. Now, we also got this one, and I don't think he got this one. It's let your emotions flow. And I've never really took a good look at this card. She's got the third eye's wide open. Her eyes are closed. She's got water coming out of her eyes and her mouth. She's got a frog on her hand, and the hand is on her shoulder. We've got a pink butterfly, a pink dragonfly, a rose-colored crystal hanging, two white lights on either side of the branches coming out of her head, and another pool of water below her, and she's got two pink crystals on either side. This has something to do with letting your emotions flow and love, because the rose quartz is love. Emotions flow like water. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Do not try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and dis-ease. Do not damn them within you. Release them, let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them. As you embrace them for what they are, a natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. That is a good message. I like the message. We can't hang on to everything that we've been hanging on to. Now, we have another card, Heed Your Dreams. We got her a few days ago. She's got, they look like blue roses, it looks like, and pink roses all around her. The snake is going down around the tree and over her head. The snakes freak my husband out. He doesn't like the snakes. And gold on the one side with the sun, and it looks like the moon on the other side. So here is the sun, here's the moon over here, here's the snake coming around her, but her eyes are all closed. Heed your dreams. Your dreams are a powerful tool for increasing self-awareness, for they contain within them the unfiltered truth. Whether it be a dream or a nightmare, they are the keys to understanding your inner self. Both your joys and your fears commune with Gaia and Great Spirit in the stillness of your slumber. Learn to read and interpret your dreams. Listen to what they tell you. Pay close attention to how they make you feel. Heed what they reveal and learn who you are and who you wish to be. I think we are all parts of our dream, and I really think we should listen to our dreams. Now, we have the Soul Helper Oracle. And we got a number 39. Which is a 12, which is a 3, which is Trinity. We've had a lot of 3s today. I mean, a lot. The time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. What do I always say? Just be you, because we are special in our own way. Whether people's opinion of us is not, it doesn't matter. It's their opinion. If you look at her, she is in a purple dress and she's looking down because she has to forgive herself. She's got flowers in her hair. She's got the sun in the back. She's in nature, and she's got a little bird sitting there looking at her. And the bird is yellow and gray, and he's looking at her like trying to get her attention instead of trying not to forgive herself. Let's see what this says. You have done something wrong. You have made a wrong decision or allowed your baser emotion to lead you astray. But you now have the inner greatness, the self-awareness and ability to be true to yourself, to recognize this. But have you also asked for forgiveness? Whatever is weighing you down in your past or present, whatever makes you feel small or bad, whatever you are remorseful about, now is the time to transform it. Mistakes are made so we can mature, so we can learn from them and grow. The time has now come to forgive yourself. You have drawn this card because you have been feeling remorse or even shame, perhaps, only recently or for some time. However, it is okay. You have recognized it and you are sorry. So forgive yourself so that you can return to your soul path and continue on it cheerfully and with a light heart. Begin to love yourself just as you are, with all your weaknesses and strengths. The more you accept yourself and acknowledge every side to your nature, the more complete and fulfilled you will be. Get rid of all your emotional baggage, show yourself kindness and mercy, and start to love yourself completely from now on. This love will lead you to new dimensions. Conduct a small forgiveness ritual. The time has come to release all feelings of guilt and shame. The darkness never stops spinning its web in any attempt to catch and paralyze us, spreading its base vibrations and weaving them around us and ensnaring us. Recognize this and free yourself from this web. Humility and repentance are good, but do not become trapped in them. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animals, the J. The herbal essence is the damask rose. The healing crystal is pearl, and the number is 3. Telling you, we had the divine message tonight in the threes. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love them and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creative energy, the overcoming of duality and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Yeah, that is a divine number, 3. It's the Trinity. And we've had a lot of threes today. Today, the date goes down to a 3. The they won 25. The Kansas City Chiefs won 25-22, which equals a 3. And we've had a lot of threes today. So we are having a divine message that is coming through right now. Now, we got the summer card. My husband did. He pulled, this is the angels and ancestors. And it says summer bask in joy and light. And it's got the bee. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. Summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom. Animals are enjoying their freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the light and warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestors, guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is the time for pleasure and enjoyment and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creative, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you. As it is inspiration directly from the divine, When the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regard to your question or intention. Yeah, I think summer is going to have some really important information coming. I can feel it. And so is March and April. Spring is going to spring in like a spring. Now we got the water guardian, connect with your emotions. We got her the other day, but something's telling us if she flew out again today, something's telling us about our emotions. And we had another emotion card. Take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh. The water guardian represents the angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depths of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see what your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. They are also the old emotions you may have locked deep within the shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you to hear the message they have for you and to unlock your intuitive powers and the energies of abundance. Your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad, they are all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and need. Taking time to breathe and acknowledge them lets them flow through you rather than crashing down on you at an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time, and unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. I agree because I notice more synchronicities than my husband, and then sometimes he notices things I don't notice. So you should pay attention to all those synchronicities. Oh, so hot tonight. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. We got something earlier that had something to do with the animals. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The animal guardian is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual path and journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of the animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energies within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The animal guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. I really like all those cards. They were perfect for today. We've had some beautiful cards come through today. Now, I think I'm going to save that one for last. Now I'm going to save this. No, this one's next. Okay. This is the gateway of light activation. And we got Gaia gateway activation, learning experience, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. The Gaia gateway is the chakra that connects us directly with the mind and intelligence of Mother Earth. This chakra is not very well known, but is now being acknowledged as one of the key energetic spaces we can connect with to activate the ascension process. For many years, ascension has been thought of as moving beyond the limitations of the body and transcending the physical realm. But it is, in fact, the process of being present in the body in full awareness of the spirit within. The Gaia gateway is found below our feet under the earth star chakra. But when we're connected to it, it's best to imagine it in the center of the earth. The best way to describe it is as a wormhole or portal in the center of the earth that allows us to connect directly with the non-physical intelligence of Gaia, the spiritual presence of planet Earth. The Earth is a highly spiritual, intelligent, aware being. She has lived through many challenges and experiences that have led her to where she is today. No matter what has been served up to her or how many of us have mistreated her, she has found a way to survive and thrive. Sometimes it is not our role to know how everything will unfold. When you draw this card, it's a reminder to trust the plan. The wisdom of Gaia is with you at this time, and you can enjoy the natural expansion that is taking place. You may have a tendency to go traveling and look to the stars for answers, but realize that the planet you call home has much to offer too. You have chosen to be here. This may not be easy to accept, especially if your current reality is a harsh one, but your current experiences are vital for your growth. The earth herself cannot escape the challenges that she is facing at this time. Learn from her strength, learn from her yearning for a better future. Come back to her. She is your chosen home. That is a perfect message for that. My husband got that one too. He did all these, and he did this, the Divine Master. I'm parched tonight because it was so hot in here. I was ready to pass out. I'm flushed. My cheeks are all red. I was like, we didn't have the air on. I had the vents open, but that it isn't doing it tonight. We had a beautiful breeze down here today. Now, we got Soptit, cosmic power, unlimited potential, sacred mission initiated. Sopit is the ancient Egyptian name for Cyrus, one of their most important stars. The teacher Soptit is the feminine personification. Her name can be translated as triangle or sharp one. She has been depicted in many forms, most often as a woman wearing a white crown. Topped by a star. That sounds like the star card. Although sometimes she has an elongated head or headpiece, implying she's from another world. Cyrus is the brightest star in the sky and was of utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians. In fact, our current new year was celebrated as the coming of Soptit, as during the last week of December, Cyrus can be found high in the sky between midnight and dawn. It's a symbol of light and power, but also a reminder that we have all come from the stars and thus have their power within us. The energy of wishing on a star and seeing that wish come true is with you now. This is a time to push forward with any projects or ideas that you feel called to carry out. You are a powerful being with unlimited potential. Don't let yourself be held back by anyone or anything. If you set your heart on something, there is no doubt that it will come to fruition because you are unlocking your star power. You are destined to shine brightly in this lifetime, and all the experiences you are having at this time are in alignment with that sacred mission. There's an energy of positivity, abundance, and excitement around you now, and this will help you turn your visions into the reality you deserve to experience. I love that card. And I think that is a great message. You're gonna love these next two cards. Lady Nada, expanding heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. And she has a beautiful heart right here, expanding. I don't know what that was. Okay, so she's got light just coming out, the pink rose at the heart. She is meditating or dreaming or sleeping. Okay. Lady Nada is an embodiment of divine love. She is one of the leaders of the Karmic Board and a member of the Council of Light and is dedicated to bringing Christ consciousness to Earth. In the Aura Soma healing system, Lady Nada's bottle is the divine counterpart to the Christ. Her mission is to help the human race embody divine love. Lady Nada is an aspect of Mary Magdalene. Some believe she's Mary's higher self who helped her tap into the teacher within. Lady Nada has had many incarnations and was one of the high priestess of Atlantis. Those drawn to her on her mission are likely also to have had incarnations in Atlantis or similar ancient civilizations. When Lady Nada comes to you, your heart is ready to expand. It is opening wide for you to experience and embody divine love. This is a powerful opportunity to heal from past traumas in regarding relationships and emotional letdowns. The journey of self-respect that you have been on is leading to a genuine experience of self-love and self-acceptance. This is in turn will lead to a feeling of liberation within you is a great love, a love that is eternal and therefore will never die. Know that this is a mighty love and it's now time to share it without fear. Have courage. Know that this is an opportunity to love, to let love reach all parts of yourself and all the parts of your journey. Wherever you have stopped yourself experiencing love, know that every facet of you is lovable. And for the world to see that, you just need to be willing to believe that it is true. The universe will take care of the rest. Yeah, I think we are so used to not getting what we need, so used to not manifesting, so used to being having that downer moment that we can't get away from that, and we do have to, because we are going in to so much more. It's going to be amazing. This card that come out, my husband says that is really wild. It's Commander Ashtar. This is the first card of the deck. Commander Ashtar, leadership activation. Time to evolve. Trust in your ability to guide others. Commander Ashtar, sometimes known simply as Ashtar, is a multi-dimensional intergalactic being who is head of the Ashtar Command, a group of highly evolved extraterrestrials who are dedicated to maintaining truth, peace, and harmony in the cosmos. He has been known to appear in human form so that he can work with peacemakers and light workers on planet Earth. So support the evolution of the human soul. He also appears in the meditation of those who have the political, the potential to lead others to wholeness and healing. If he comes to you, he will often invite you to the Ashtar command ship, where you will receive information and downloads to help you evolve. Ashtar and the Ashtar command are here to bring you to the message that you have the ability to help others heal and evolve. The challenges you are surmounting are opportunities to lead by example. Living in honesty and sharing your truth have always been important to you. Now you are being given the opportunity to live your truth in view of the world. Don't be afraid to take the lead to evolve into your leadership role. You have to assume your position in the world. Your ego may be loud at this time and may try and keep you small. Don't fight it. Just prove to yourself and others that you have what it takes to silence the voice of limitation. You were born to lead, so lead. Yeah, and he has everything. I mean, look at his crown, all that energy, everything. This was a beautiful reading, everybody. I think those were some amazing messages tonight. Boundaries, time of guilt and shame to be over. Listen to your dreams, lock new beginnings, body, mind, wish, all the chakras and two cards, success, the hero's journey, the star, hope, 17, cue the card, the family. Uh, we, the love, cosmic power, Gaia. We had 3 or 4 Gaias tonight. Animal guardian. We need to protect the animal. It all says it right there. It tells us everything we need to know and then some. So this was a beautiful Sunday, easy like Sunday morning, but it was more like easy like Sunday evening. But I got you guys. It may be a little late. It'll take a while to download, but I got you. So I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And guess what? Get ready, because it's going to be fantastical, divinely orchestrated, amazing, because you need to just be you when all this happens. So, like I say always, just be you, the perfect you, the beautiful, unique you.